Hello and thank you for watching. My name is Rachel Barnett with Gentle Frog. I'm here to create videos for you to help you understand QuickBooks slightly better than you currently do. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please put them in the chat box. Thank you.
Hi, this is Rachel Barnett with Gentle Frog. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the different plans for QuickBooks Online. I'm recording this November of 2022, so if you're looking at this later, the pricing might be different. I'm not going to deep dive into everything, and I'm not going to tell you what plan you need, but what I really want to do is help demystify what each of these things mean, or maybe just most of the things. So this will be a slightly longer video than most of the videos I make, but I want to help you understand what you're looking at because I feel like it gets kind of confusing and it gets overwhelming when this is the most popular, and who cares what's popular? Like, I need what's good for me, not what's most popular. So the first thing I'm going to do is toggle off this little slider for the 50% for 3 months. I want you to see the real price of the software because your business isn't going to last for 3 months. Your business will last for a very long time. So I need you to look at this long term. So here we go. To get here, by the way, I just Googled QuickBooks Online pricing. You can see the web address up here. There are 4 primary plans. We're going to talk about the first 3. We're going to talk about Simple Start, Essentials, and Plus. Whenever you see something that is bold, that means that it's something that is included in the higher tier that is not in the previous tier. So all the things that are over here, they're just included in everything. So in income and expenses, fantastic. Every version of QuickBooks will keep track of your income as well as your expenses. So let me just go over to my QuickBooks tab. So I can, when I go to this plus new, which is kind of the I want to do something button, I can make an invoice where somebody is going to pay me for a thing later. I can make a sales receipt where they've paid me for a thing right now. Or I can make a bank deposit where I'm like, look, I don't need to record what someone has purchased from me. I just need to record that I had a sale. That sounds kind of silly, but many of us have a different software to keep track of the details. Or perhaps you sell at a farmer's market and you're not going to keep track of how many avocados I bought. You're just like, whatever, Rachel brought some fruit, life is good. So we know we can record our income. Now our expenses, we can record as an expense. We can make a check, which is useful for writing paper checks. We want to keep track of the check number. We can enter a bill, which is an expense we'll pay later. It doesn't say it here, but when we go to expense, we can also make a credit card purchase. Let me just show you real quick. If I click on expense, I can say this money came out of my credit card, it came out of my PayPal, it came out of my pocket, it came out of checking, like whatever. I can record my expenses. So no matter what you pick, you can record your income and your expenses. Then the second line says invoice and payment. Invoice is a type of income, but it's really just saying, if I send someone an invoice and I ask them to pay me later, I have the ability to do that with the Simple Start plan. I can say, dear friend, I shall provide these services. Here's an invoice for my service. Please pay me. That is included in every plan, no problem. Tax deductions really makes you think that QuickBooks is going to do something magical and guide you towards your deductions. It doesn't. It doesn't do any of that. It means that you can share your books, also known as your QuickBooks, with your accountant, and you can export important documents. So let me show you what that looks like. If I wanted to share this with my accountant or bookkeeper, I can go to the gear in the upper right-hand corner. On the left-hand side, I can go down to Manage Users. I can come over here to this little tab for accounting firms, and I can invite my accountant. Anybody who's ever worked with me, you know that I handle my bookkeeping and I have a separate person for my taxes. So in my real QuickBooks, you better believe that my tax person has access so they can grab whatever they need. So that is that. And then general reports. So the reports that you are likely to need, your profit and loss, also known as your income statement, your balance sheet, your accounts receivable, your accounts payable, all of those reports are just automatically included. You don't have to pay extra to get those reports. Let me show you what that looks like. On the left-hand side of the screen, if you go to reports, you have reports. The version of QuickBooks I'm showing you is the Plus edition. I have more reports than you will get if you were in the Simple Start edition. If you look at this list and you say, well, I think Simple Start is plenty good enough, then that's great. Don't stress it. What's the worst that'll happen? You sign up for it, you're looking for a report you can't find, and then you realize you need to upgrade. It's pretty rare that my do-it-yourself clients find that they cannot get to a report that they need. My do-it-yourself clients are amazing, but usually are not looking for very complicated things. Okay, so take a look, reports, anything you want to look at in detail, you just click on the name, it pulls up the report, voila. Okay, so receipt capture. You can take pictures of your receipts with your phone. They upload into your QuickBooks. So let me show you. I've got a receipt here. My receipt's actually for my eyeglasses, so we'll just pretend like it's, a business receipt. But I want to show you how the receipt function works. So I'm going to take a picture with my phone in just a few minutes, or after Carlos edits this, in just a moment, you will see it magically appear on the screen. So 1 second. All right. So what I wanted to do was upload a receipt from my mobile app. I can definitely see my QuickBooks when I log into the mobile app. I can drop down and see all the clients I have access to, including this sample file. What I can't do is get my mobile app to log into it. It's said connecting for a while now, and at this point I'm just giving up on that operation. So let's not demonstrate the mobile receipt, but let's pretend. I'm going to go to banking on the left, and then I'm going to come down to receipts. If I had been able to take a picture with my mobile app, if it had logged in, I would see it down here. I have other receipts down here, so we can demonstrate with that. The way to get receipts into your QuickBooks is to upload by drag and drop, connecting them to the Google Drive, using a forwarding email, all varieties of things. So the takeaway here is that all of your versions of QuickBooks Online will let you upload a receipt. Then there's mileage tracking. Wish I could demonstrate something with mileage tracking, but since I can't get my phone to log in, I definitely can't demonstrate it. What I can do is kind of walk you through how to get there. When you're within your QuickBooks, you have the option for mileage. What I was going to show you, and I can't, is that you can have one vehicle connected, and the person who can access it is the person with primary access to the QuickBooks. So this is not going to be a good fit for you if you're in a situation where you have multiple vehicles, or if multiple people need to track the mileage. If that's the case, I recommend Mileage IQ. Cash flow. It's saying you can get paid online, deposited instantly if eligible. That's two things. Let's unpack that. You definitely can send someone an invoice, and you can say, please click the Pay Now link, and have them pay you and have the money go into your bank account. Normally, the money will go in your bank account in a few days, just like any other ACH. When it says get paid instantly or deposited instantly, that's QuickBooks offering you a service. They're offering to sell you instant deposit, and they'll take a cut of the money you're going to collect. So it's an option that you can choose to enable or not. Then there's sales and sales tax. So accept credit cards, calculate your taxes automatically. That's pretty fantastic. The key for that, if you're a person who does need sales tax, is to make sure that you really understand how to set up your invoice and sales receipt so you are collecting the right amount of sales tax. Estimates. You can create an estimate for your client so that you can say, oh, I'm going to work on this job, and here's approximately how much it'll cost. And then contractors. You can assign payments to vendors for 1099s. So it's just a special section within QuickBooks. Let me just show you real quick, just in case you've seen QuickBooks and you're not familiar with this. So you have expenses, vendors. I thought contractors was there. Oh, under payroll contractors. I never use contractors. I just put everybody as a vendor. I pull my 1099 report from my vendors. So it's there. It's not a thing that I stress about. So let's go into the bullets. Let me talk to you about the things that are different between the various levels. From Simple Start to Essentials, it says it includes 3 users. Well, let's talk about what Simple Start offers you. The Simple Start version of QuickBooks will let you have 1 user and 2 accounting professionals. The Essentials version of QuickBooks will let you have 3 users and 2 accounting professionals. Then it has bill management. Bill management means that you have the ability to enter bills and pay bills. And so what that really means is that this right here is unlocked, the bill and the pay bill. If it is locked, you're going to see like this little up arrow that basically says, that's an option, but you don't have it with your version of QuickBooks. So if it's a sort of thing that you want or need, you're going to need Essentials. If you don't understand what it is, I'm more than happy to chat with you privately and help you understand and help you decide if that's a good fit for you. Then the third one is Enter Time. QuickBooks does have a built-in time tracker different from T-Sheets or different from QuickBooks Time. It's over here where it says Time Entry. Time Entry allows you to log time or allows your team to log time. So in this case, Bobby Sue is listed as a person who can log time. I can say that they worked, I can say their work details, and I can connect it to an invoice if applicable. Again, that is different from what was formerly known as T-Sheets and is now known as QuickBooks Time. Okay, so the Plus Edition, you got all this stuff. You got 5 users, so instead of 3 users plus 2 accounting professionals, you have 5 users plus 2 accounting professionals. You have the ability to enter and manage inventory. You also have the ability to manage or to review projects and see project profitability. I'm just going to briefly show you that. So projects, my test project, which has a profit margin of 94%. So it's kind of nice. This is an alternative to running a profit and loss by customer. Gives you a nice graph across the top. Lets you see some cool stuff here. This is unlocked, or this ability is unlocked when you move up to the Plus Edition. And then, like I said, we're not going to cover Advanced. If you look at Advanced and you think, my gosh, this is really the product for me, that's super fantastic. Most of my videos and most of my clients are people who are just starting out that need a little bit of helping hand, a little bit of hand holding, a little bit of reassurance and guidance. So I tend to focus my videos and my content toward those people. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We can be reached at gentlefrog.com. You can also leave a message in the comments box below. Thank you so much and have a great day.